For centuries, mental disorder was considered to be due to possession by devils, and sick people were chained in foul dungeons from which few escaped alive. Guards were brutal, and treatment was non-existent. Castell, about 150 years ago, struck off those chains and began the medical treatment of the insane. Only in the past 20 years, however, have physical methods been developed for treatment of the mentally ill. Insulin coma and convulsive shock treatment, either by metrazole, as shown here, or by electricity, succeeded in bringing back many sick people to good health. However, there were numerous patients who relapsed after shock treatment. Many of these patients can be further benefited by psychosurgery. In 1936, Auguste Moniz of Lisbon reported 20 cases of prefrontal leucotomy. Many types of operation for the relief of mental disorder have since been devised, the simplest of which is transorbital lobotomy. This operation can be performed by the psychiatrist himself. Prefrontal lobotomy is a major surgical procedure. 3 fine openings are made close to the coronal suture, either laterally or superiorly. The subcortical incisions lie close to the plane of the coronal suture and sphenoidal ridge. Soon after the publications of Auguste Moniz, Gamberti, an Italian psychiatrist, proposed a simpler approach to the frontal lobes through the roof of the orbit. Here the skull is thin enough to transmit light, and it can usually be perforated easily with a sharp instrument without damage to any important structures. Transorbital lobotomy has further advantages in that it leaves no scar. It is performed through an operating field that is normally sterile, and the stiff tarsal plate forms an ideal reinforced dressing. Transorbital lobotomy can therefore be performed without the need for elaborate precautions against hemorrhage and infection. In this cadaver study, the leucotome is driven through the orbital plate parallel with the bony ridge of the nose, and cuts are made at 5 and 7 centimeters, followed by the deep frontal cut. For purposes of brevity, this scene is speeded up. The procedure is repeated on the opposite side. 5 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and the deep frontal cut. In order to mark the location of the incisions, some methylene blue is injected. Following this, the brain is removed in the usual fashion. Bluish stain appears in the anterior fossa and around the base of the brain. Wherever blue is found in the cadaver study, there may be blood in the operated patient. Notice that there is no escape of dye into the longitudinal fissure where the anterior cerebral artery lies. The points where the instrument perforates the orbital plate lie rather far laterally and at a distance from the frontal sinus and optic nerve. After fixation, the brain is sectioned. Bluish staining indicates that the incisions have penetrated all the way across the white matter into the ventricle. The deep frontal cut severs most of the fibers in the thalamo-frontal radiation and does not increase the danger of operation. This specimen came from a patient who died of cancer shortly after transorbital lobotomy. The points of entrance of the leucotome are inconspicuous and there is no external hemorrhage. On section, it can be seen that there is a small amount of blood in the ventricular cavities. The incisions have penetrated the white matter of the frontal lobe almost to the ventricles, but they do not involve the cortex to any degree. A section lower down toward the base shows that oblique incisions avoid branches of the middle cerebral artery going into the frontal operculum. The deep frontal cut severs most of the radiation from the thalamus to the tip of the frontal pole. Section at a higher level shows that the transverse incisions are located entirely in the white matter and are relatively free from hemorrhage. This is a normal brain in which the medial surface has been cut away. The pointer demonstrates the thalamus, cerebellum and brainstem, and the anterior thalamic radiation going to all parts of the frontal lobe.
Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun. Take it on the run, on the run, on the run. Hear them calling